All right, what's up, everybody? Kale Casanova back at you with another video. We're going to be talking about the Steam Deck. This is going to be a really quick video, and mainly I want to talk about the fact that, well, at the time of this recording, it's Tuesday, so a whole nother batch of Steam Decks have gone out, and at this point, it's kind of interesting looking at the fact that if you had a 64 gig pre-order if you're in the US, and this is within the email thread request, the super thread or mega thread that's on Reddit, so I'm getting the information from there. But if you had a 64 gig model in the US, the elapsed time for that is about an hour and 12 minutes and 12 seconds. So anyone who's able to order within the first hour to hour and 12 minutes with 12 seconds to be exact, you all are able to get, you've already either gotten it or you've been able to order. If you had a 256 gig US model, within the first 29 minutes and 49 seconds, you're covered, or you should have gotten, your email, or you may have already have your Steam Deck. But those of us like me who have the Steam Deck at the 512 gig model, it is rough because only 14 minutes and 22 seconds roughly have passed, and I'm at 41 minutes. I will put up the approximate information, but I'm looking at mine's going to be a wait, and I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. So supposedly I should be able to order mine by May 9th if we go by the calculator. And keep in mind, the calculator, it's nothing official. This is all just guesstimations based off of information that's been gathered from people's various reserve times or RT reserve, and when they get the email, when they were able to actually put in the reservation and such. So I'll leave links to all that down below. Let's talk about the UK for a minute. So 64 gig for the UK, elapsed time for that is about 2 hours 50 minutes 42 seconds. The 256 gig is about 18 minutes and 20 seconds, which is wild. I've been hearing in the UK it's kind of bad as far as like trying to get your Steam Deck in time. That's mind blowing. So the 512 gig, 12 minutes, 33 seconds. So you guys are worse for the 512 than here in the US, which is wild. So we're going to talk about the EU 64 gig. So they've done 18 hours, 40 seconds and 18 hours, 40 minutes and 51 seconds. This is for 64 gig. For 256 gig EU, 3 hours, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And for the 512 gig, we've got 2 hours, 39 minutes and 2 seconds. So yeah, I want to say one thing I find interesting is the fact that the 512 gig, you would think, and with most companies, a 512 gigabyte model of a device typically would be the one that gets priority over the lower end models, because effectively with the higher end product, you're going to be making more of a profit, but then you might eat up whatever profits based off of the, the SoC and everything that's going into that device. So I don't know. I just personally think it's strange that the 512 gig is not the most rapid in going out, and the 64 and 256 gig, it kind of makes me regret getting the 512. Because if we're only, like, speaking for the US, if we're only at 14 minutes and 22 seconds, we've had 3 weeks of emails right now. I don't know if in another 3 weeks we're gonna get to 41 minutes. It seems to be moving at a rather slow rate, and I know not only do we get the emails on Monday, we also get them on Thursdays too because they've upped the production. But even still, it's still moving slow. And again, like I said, the calculations from the calculator for Steam Deck for estimation of your time, that is not 100% official. So just keep that in mind. It is just an estimation. Don't read too much in it, because I mean, for all I know, I could get an email Thursday. I could get one, next week Monday. So could you. We're just guessing at this point. And there's really no communication between Valve and us, the customers, with regard to more details beyond what queue are you on. And the information I gave is for Q2. So those of us that are in Q2, we're going all the way to June, end of June, beginning of July, which I think July will be kicking off Q3. So we'll see about that. Other thing I want to touch on and talk about is Marquez Brownlee. I know this is probably, at this point, we've seen the threads in the Reddit about his original video where he talked about how the Steam Deck is terrible, right? And then he changed the title. And he changed the title after many comments in his videos comment section. And I think that's interesting how, and I said this in the Reddit thread, and I know there's this one person who's like white knight and everything Marquez was saying, and I know a lot of people do that just because I'm not throwing any shade towards Marquez Brownlee, but one thing I've noticed, especially as someone who's been a content creator, YouTuber for the last 6-7 years, bigger creators have such an influence on products because casuals, for the most part, and a lot of the industry bends towards them. Marquez Brownlee is the biggest tech YouTuber out there, even though he's not the most technical YouTuber. I mean, you could watch the video where he really didn't know half the stuff he was talking about when it came to the Steam Deck. It was a lot of guesstimations, a lot of misinformation, and I chalk it up to the fact that him and a lot of other content creators, a lot of times they touch a product once and they don't really go back and do much on it. And when it comes to Marquez Brownlee videos, like, I don't really watch them for informative, just like I don't watch your average consumer, because he's not an average consumer. Was it TLDR, the other guy? Like, I don't watch any of that clique really for informative videos, mainly because it's really about cinematography over content. They have excellent cinematography, and honestly, Marquez has stepped up the cinematography quality for a lot of people. A lot of people are emulating his style. Hell, even I've done some cinematography, panoramas and all that. And it's done in a way that it lets you not see that there's not a lot of substance to the video. It's very, surface level commentary. But when you are someone who is in like his position of in an authoritative sense, you are able to see how things he says, things he does, has a capability of damaging a product. And I'm pretty sure not only the comments in that video, but also the people that over at Valve probably reached out to him because he got sent one for free. And the other thing with him, I don't understand when he covers gaming like devices when he's not a gamer, and he's a self-admitted not a gamer, other than catering to casuals. That's one. But yeah, that video could hurt the Steam Deck for people who are curious about it but aren't exactly the most thorough hardcore. So that's an aspect of like how the bigger creators can like damage the brand, the product. Beyond that, yeah, it's a typical MKBHD video. I didn't find it very informative. Like I say, he didn't know really much about the device itself. Beyond that, I want to talk about the other issue, the rampant issue that a lot of people, I keep seeing this thread over and over in the Reddit, and it's about the FedEx or primarily FedEx couriers, but couriers in general have been quote unquote allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly for my own legal protection, but allegedly have been stealing Steam Decks. Allegedly. I don't know how much of that is true. I know some people have posted, well, not some, a lot of people. That's one of the most common threads you'll see in the Steam Deck Reddit. A lot of people have been talking about that happening over and over and over and over and over. And some folks apparently have video footage of it and the like. And I don't have the greatest experience when it comes to like couriers in general, especially living out here in Hawaii. Anytime FedEx goes to deliver something for me, they deliver it to my neighbor, not even the same house. They just go and deliver to my neighbor. And then either I have to go over and check and see if it's a delivery for me, or, my neighbor will bring it over. And I've had it with FedEx. I've had that with UPS, USPS. I've had it with what's the other one? There's another mail carrier. I can't think of the name. I've had that happen so much, but I've never had it in the sense where a courier has like stolen something that was supposed to be delivered to me. So like the fact that there has allegedly been video footage of that happening is wild. And there, with there being proof, allegedly if there's proof, FedEx needs to reprimand these people, and not only reprimand and I would say fire because it's theft, right? Reprimand and prosecute them. The person whose property was stolen needs to prosecute them. And I would also hope that these couriers would, if there's validation to the claims, that they would compensate the people that have fallen victim to it, because it's only fair. So that's just some of my thoughts about that. I don't want to dive too deep into it because there's just so much. If you go on the Reddit, you can see all that information. But yeah, this wait for the Steam Deck is just it's starting to get to me, because I'm like, yo, I got the money burning in my pocket, and I just want to, I want my Steam Deck already. And it's kind of crazy because I'm seeing other content creators and influencers who, and this is not throwing shade, but like some that they have a higher sub count than me, but my videos do better than theirs, and they were sent a review unit to keep from Valve, and I'm like, wow, okay. So it's crazy, and it's kind of the backstage politics of content creating. Anyway, I'm just ready to get mine. I want to just, I just want my Steam Deck already. Anyways, what do you guys think? Were you able to order your Steam Deck this past Monday? And if so, which model did you order? What part in the queue were you, like time and such? And other than that, are you still waiting? Like me, and you're just like ready to order this damn thing? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what your experience was. Let me know if you got it, or you got the email, you got to pay for it, or you just got yours delivered. Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and talk about it in the comment section down below. And all that being said, if you enjoyed the content, like the video, share it around. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. I will be doing more Steam Deck videos. I know it's like been a week from the last one to this one, but and in between that, I've been doing a lot of, you've seen like gameplay videos, reviews. Just part of what I do as a journalist, tech and game journalist, is gameplay coverage, written reviews, video reviews. I still have podcasts I do. I just haven't had time to get around to doing those with the tech and gaming industry and various celebrities and such like that. I do plan to do more Steam Deck videos because it's something I'm generally interested in. I know some people have asked me like, "Oh, Mikhail, you're going to talk about, the Switch having Game Boy Advance emulator and all the rumors." I don't really give a damn about that. I have many ways to play Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and all that, and just ROMs in general. I'm just not interested. And honestly, I feel like trying to keep up with the Kardashians, and I say the term of try to keep up with the trending gaming news and trending tech news. When you're trying to do that, and you're trying to do that when there are like bigger outlets out there, you're trying to keep up with the Kardashians, and they have an advantage that you don't have. One, reach, a machine behind them, and teams. Which, if you are an individual, like someone like me, I can't really keep up with them all the time. And honestly, a lot of that has to do with the fact I'm a stay-at-home full-time dad on top of being a stay-at-home full-time journalist. A lot of stuff, when it comes out, I can't do anything because I got my kid. I get to what I can get to and do what I do, what pays the bills and keeps the roof over the head, food on the table, and all that. One of the things I do find annoying that has been happening a lot lately is a lot of people who've been mass downvoting a lot of my videos. I can have a video that hasn't even hit 60 views, 70 views, can have like 700 dislikes. I've had some that have thousands of views and they've got thousands of dislikes. And it's just weird. This has been going on for several months now. It just out of nowhere just started happening. And I kind of wish YouTube would do something to like prevent that. Because legitimately, if someone dislikes my video, okay, fine, you can dislike it. But when it gets to a point that within minutes of a video being up, it's got hundreds of dislikes, that's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, if you do enjoy my content, make sure you like it. That really goes a long way. And outside of that, expect more videos as I get time to cover it outside of my normal work. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. And see you guys in the next one. Peace. Mahalo for making it to the end of the video. And if you found anything of importance or substance that you gained from watching this, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that you get from my channel, from podcasts, streams, reviews, impressions, reactions, and so much more. If you want to support what we do have channel memberships. We've got Patreon, we've got Subscribe Star, as well as coffee, which I would love to be drinking some coffee right now, which I am. That's some good coffee. But anyway, we got all of that, and we also have merch on Teespring and TeePublic, so make sure you go check that out. And all that being said, I just hope to see you in the next video that I put out. So hey, see you around.